Hey, I'm AC Newman from the new Pornographers, and I'm here at Union Transfer in Philadelphia, and I'm doing my high fives for Vinyl Me Please. Okay, this is international Submarine band, Safe at Home, which is, of course, Graham Parsons' band right before Flying Burrito Brothers. My parents really loved country music when I was growing up. They didn't listen to International Submarine Band or Graham Parsons, but they listened to artists that he covered on here, like Merle Haggard and Johnny Cash, and like a song like Blue Eyes. My parents didn't know the song Blue Eyes, but I listened to it, and it kind of reminds me of them because it's just got this simple, happy country song, which is the kind of music they loved. So that's why I picked the International Submarine Band. An obvious choice for a New York record, but Beastie Boys, Check Your Head. We just came from New York yesterday, and I was just talking to my wife about it because she is the hugest Beastie Boys fan, and she moved to New York, I think, in 1999, and I think one of the things that made her want to come there was an obsession with the Beastie Boys, and she was saying how she had to beg, borrow, and steal to go see a secret show at Irving Plaza, and it might have been this album. And this is all fresh in my mind because she was talking about it yesterday. Her first apartment she got because it was right near the intersection where they shot the cover of Paul's Boutique. Obviously, like I said before, they're such a New York band, but because it also reminds me of my wife and how much she loves New York, and reminds me of moving there to be with her, and so yeah, New York, a New York record. Okay, this album is by the Swedish band Dungen. I don't know how to say it. För Mycket och Tusen, Aldrig, maybe something like that. My mom's Norwegian. I hate to lump all Scandinavian countries together, but sometimes I do because it's a small population. They have a lot of things in common. So, it's Norwegian and Swedish and Danish bands, I always think they're like cousins. And I love this. So not only is it from my homeland of sorts, or near my homeland, it's also a kind of psychedelic pop, which I really, really love, which I envy his ability. What's his name? Gustav? I can't say anybody's name. Everybody's got I should know how to say these names. Gustav Estjes. Just a really great songwriter. I think psychedelic pop is the kind of music I really have a soft spot for. And when somebody's really good at that, I'm just on board. Not necessarily psychedelic pop, but just psych in general. And they've been doing it for a long time, 20 years now of putting out good records. So I'm psyched to get into this one. Air Moon Safari. This is I think a good morning record for having your cup of coffee. It's just it's groovy and spacey. You're waking up first thing in the day, and you wanna go out into a more psychedelic world. You wanna go out into a happy world, and maybe it makes you feel slightly high without having to actually smoke any pot. It's just groovy. I just love the vibe. It's Air. It's Moon Safari. Kind of a singular record. There wasn't really a record like it before, and there hasn't been a record like it since, in my humble opinion.
It's a Monday, so mundane. What exciting things.
This is Courtney Barnett, the double EP, A Sea of Split Peas, which I believe is a compilation of her first two EPs. I first heard this on Sirius XMU in around 2012, 2013, and it really jumped out to me. I think it's not the kind of music that people would think of me as liking. I think I'm known as a person who's writes this complex music with lots of harmonies, and and Courtney Barnett is very simple, and a lot of it's almost spoken word, and I was fascinated by the way she wrote, because it made me think about what it takes to write a good song. And sometimes it just takes just just this kind of pure honesty. It takes something very simple, almost ineffable, and Courtney Barnett has it. And so yeah, I really like her, and this is still my favorite thing she's ever done. I feel like she just came out of the. Maybe it's when it's the first thing you've heard by somebody, it just jumps out more. But I like songs like Avant Gardener and History Eraser. I just thought, look, I love this. What is this? I have to find more of this. So yeah, Courtney Barnett, the double EP. And this is our new record. The new Pornographers continue as a guest. And it's the cool VMP exclusive, Vinyl Me Please. Of course, I'm very happy they did this. And we're very proud of this record. You know, we spent a couple years making it over the shutdown. I feel very good about it. It's got a very cool cover by Amy Casey. And yes, we're finishing our 5-week tour currently. And we got 2 more weeks to go on the West Coast in November. So come check us out if you're around.
The other side's kind of agnostic, keeping a straight face. At some point you lost it.